Mm. Okay, cool. Welcome to DTV at its best. This is What's on Your Mind. This is What's on Your Mind show, sponsored by D.C.N. Networks of Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. Right now, I'm not in my own party room, so I'm in a friend, coolest guy I know, Mr. Pike's Banter Army party room. So I'm gonna be in here for a couple of minutes. So to let everybody know what's on my mind. And immediately following, I'm going to get off the air because I don't want to miss NXT. That's going to be on in about 30 minutes. And again, Mr. Pike, thank you for letting me stop by into your party room. And not to mention also being a part of the show. So, like always, uh, you can always put your comments in on just about anything you want to say at any given time. Right now, the new Persona 5 Royale is available out right now. Definitely check out Mr. Pike's Banter Army on YouTube live so you can see um, some playthroughs on Persona 5 Royale. I think it's a great game. I'll probably get that sometime later down in the near future. But the game I really want to get, which will be out in 2 days, in 2 more days, is the Final Fantasy VII remake. And I'm seeing commercials on it. It looks great. It looks amazing. So I can't wait. In 2 days, um, Final Fantasy VII remake will be coming out. I'm going to do an unboxing of the game, and we're going to go from there. So I'll keep everybody dated on as far as official gameplay is concerned, and we go from there. Um, what else? What else? For starters, my little robot buddy, you can go on break. The Spotty 09 show was at 214 subscribers. Now we jumped from 214 to 213. Okay, I'm gonna say this quick. I'm gonna say this brief, and I'm gonna go on to other things. Right now, this is my own little public service announcement as far as the subscribers is concerned or unsubscribers is concerned. If you like the show, dislike the show for whatever reason, that's fine. My advice before subscribing to the show, at least leave in comments. If you dislike the show before even unsubscribing, please leave in comments. I think comments are the most important thing of all. I love my subscribers. And right now, I know times is rough right now, even for the Spotty 09 show right now, because I have to limit my shows. Because let's just face it, the whole world knows right now, as far as this pandemic is concerned, this COVID-19 thing is concerned, um, I try to limit my time now until this thing blows over with, which that's pretty much another thing that's on my mind, but we'll get to that in about 3 to 5 minutes. But as far as my subscribers is concerned, please leave in comments whether you subscribe, unsubscribe, because when you unsubscribe, that's telling me I'm not doing my job. And I got enough on my plate as it is, just trying to stay alive. But at the same time, I do reach out to those who have enough confidence in me to provide for the show. And the cool thing about it, I'm not asking for not one red dime. Only thing I ask, show the love back, leaving comments. That's all I got to say. Because when someone unsubscribes to my show, that's saying I failed. You know, and at the same time, that backslides me even harder to do what I got to do. So just keep that in mind. I'm not forcing nobody to like the show. Mission Impossible terms should you choose to accept. The only thing I ask, be fair. Be fair. That's all I got to say. Be fair. And what else? What else? I already told you guys. Star Wars: the Rise of Skywalker. That's available out right now. So you definitely want to get your copy on that. And I've already mentioned Persona 5 Royale. That's out right now. So again, definitely check out Mr. Pike's Banter Army if you guys, want to see some gameplay, some game throughs, some, just check out what he does. So, and the reason why I'm saying that because I do show love back for other people that as far as their show. In other words, you support my show, I ain't got no problem supporting yours. Not just his show or anybody else's for all I care. Phil Brown, what's up, man? Shout out goes out to Phil Brown from Pete's Coffee, man. Shout out goes out to you. Hey, what's up, man? Dr. Phil. Man, I'll be glad when this thing is over with. So I can go back to Pete's Coffee, man, and talk to my boy Dr. Phil, aka Phil Brown. I'm doing fine, man. Officer D is doing fine. So just letting everybody know right now. I'm talking about gameplay. I'm talking about COVID-19, how I'm battling, and at the same time trying to keep myself safe from all this pandemic crap, man. So it's important. It's important. And right now, on my let me bring back my little robot on my What's on Your Mind show. Phil Brown has a question. They refused The Last of Us digital. Hope you safe, bro. I am doing safe. Thank you so much, man. I am doing safe. Man, I got everybody coming in on my show right now. Mr. Pipe Man, the Army, Jumanji Next Level, available purchase on PlayStation Store. As a matter of fact, I do have Jumanji the Next Level. I have the physical copy. I bought that like a couple of weeks ago before everything closed down. And it's funny. It's funny. So if you like Jumanji, the first one, you definitely gonna like the Next Level. To the dangerous one himself, Dangerous Ganny Sarcia, DDG, my brother, love you. Be safe. God bless from the dangerous one. Thank you so much again to my little brother, DDG, Dangerous Danny Garcia. To my other brother, Alex the Lone Wolf Thorne. Shout out goes out to you guys. So again, this is my very special segment of What's on Your Mind. So right now, only thing I could say is, as far as this pandemic is concerned, this is everybody knows by now what it is, what it does, what it can do, what it can't do. Everybody being tested, and right now the world is being crippled by this crap right now. And the only thing I can say is I'm no doctor, I'm no genius. I'm in the same boat as everybody else in right now. Only thing what they need to do, whether it's the government officials or the mayor or the president, what they really honestly need to do, they need to come up with a vaccine immediately. Because if not, at the rate this going at a geometric rate, thousands and thousands of people dying every day, not just in the United States, all around the damn world. If they don't come up with an epidemic soon, I guarantee before the end of 2020, there ain't going to be much of a 2020 left. Mr. Pipe Back the Army says, sorry, I don't want to interrupt, but I got to go, bro. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Pike. As a matter of fact, I'm about to leave your party right now, and I'm going to finish talking to the rest of my viewers. And if you happen to do some playthrough, probably sometime tonight or tomorrow, just let me know, and I'll definitely check it out. Mr. Pike has left the party. I'm going to leave his party, and I'm going to come right back. So pause for station identification. I'll be right back. I'm back, everybody. I am back. Thank you for your time and understanding. I didn't want to do open party tonight because I want to make this show brief as far as what's going on in the world is concerned. So like I said before, I say it again, these officials around the world, whether if it's the government, the mayor, the FBI, or our orange ass president that don't know what the hell he's doing, which he really needs to do something. And I'm not trying to make this far as a political thing is concerned, but at the same time, it has become very serious matter beyond human life as we know it. And this goes out to all of them. You guys better get on the ball. Because if everybody's, it's a race, I don't want to say the word deceased, even though I broke the fourth wall. I apologize for that. But if everybody is erased, it ain't going to be much of a world left. You know, we're playing it safe, but at the same time, even playing it safe can only go so far if we don't have a concrete backup plan of what need to be done. This thing is bigger than everything right now. You know, only difference is it ain't. Only difference is it ain't bigger than God. And that's just real truth. If they don't come up with a vaccination or a cure to save what's left of this world and the people that's involved in it, again, it won't be much of a world left. They need to get on the ball now. And it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, starting tomorrow here in Chicago, the liquor store is going to be start closing at 9 o'clock. So that means whether you going to work, whether you off work, you pretty much got to get your liquor like between 6 and 7 o'clock. And that's crazy. And I understand because of safety reasons. I understand it, but it's got to the point. I guess what I'm trying to say is, and you can leave this in the comments, please. This is most important of all. You definitely got to leave this in the comments. In some places, part of the world, even including in Chicago, where I live, it's gotten to the point that playing is safe. I do believe in safety, but at the same time, it's become, I guess the word I'm trying to say, it became martial law. I mean, from my own definition, from what I'm seeing it, something has to be done, and I pray they need to get on that very, very soon. A little robot button, you can go back on break. Excuse me, I'm a little hungry, I apologize. But this got to be done. This seriously has to be done because it's affecting everybody. One thing I can say in my advice, go by the procedures, play it safe. If you feel you have to be tested, be tested. Pray is the most important thing of all. Pray. You got loved ones. I'm sure everybody right now has Facebook, Messenger, Skype. I'm sure everybody and their mama got a smartphone by now. Call them. Last week was my fiance's birthday. And as bad as I want to see her right now, I have to do everything through FaceTime right now. Bill Brown said, fear Skynet. Dude, we ain't far from that now. We is not far from that now. And, not trying to get too religious, not trying to get too biblical about it, Dr. Phil. Whether if it's a sign of God, whether if it's a sign of the devil, how you want to call it. I'm not trying to get too biblical about it, but I do know one thing. Life as we know it, we are being tested for whatever comes our way right now. And this is the biggest thing in years. This, it's crazy. And I've been watching the news. This is way bigger than the news. The only thing I want to hear from the news as far as this COVID-19 is concerned, we know the strength, we know the power, we know what it can do, we know how we can do to get it tested, we know what we can do as far as get the information we need to go to certain places where we can be tested. And again, I'm glad here in Chicago they turned the McCormick Inn into a huge facility where it can store up to 500 people so they can be tested and be hospitalized until further notice. I'm glad they did that because it can happen to any of us. And only thing I'm worried about is the cure. They need to come up with a cure. Drew Sinclair said, hi. Shout out goes out to Drew Sinclair. And keep in mind, again, this is my What's on Your Mind show. I'll bring the little robot buddy back out. This is my What's on Your Mind show. Please leave in comments. A little robot buddy, you're doing your job. The only thing I want to hear about the world right now is one thing: the cure. They need to work on the cure. Not just in the United States, around the world. I mean, from Chicago to New York to Italy to I mean, this is a global wide, and I'm gonna use the word invasion. And the only way we're gonna end this invasion is pretty much doing the procedures what we're doing now. But we need to be prayerful. We need to be mindful. But at the same time, the leaders of this world need to come up with a plan to ungrip ourselves from this headlock of this pandemic disease. And it's sad for me that I have to get on FaceTime just to see the love of my life, to see my grandkids, to see, it's sad. It's sad. You can't even, go to the store. It's like we're like cavemen. In other words, we have to hunt and get everything during the day and be in the cave at night. Now, I've jumped from a security guard to being security guard one minute and being a caveman the next. And that's unfair towards mankind as we know it. Again, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I'm not the dumbest guy in the world. But this world needs answers. My suggestion, and again, I want to give a huge shout out to the PlayStation Network. Thank you so much. I also want to give a huge shout out to the YouTube channel. Thank you so much, for just me expressing my voice and opinions and views on what they need to do. If they do come up with a cure for all this, this is what they really need to do. If they really do come up with a cure, and soon. One, they need to make this cure airborne. If they do decide to make it, put it in the air. That way people can breathe it. Two, put it in the water so people can drink it. Problem solved. Because by being in the air, by being oxygen, people can breathe. More than likely it's got to go through the lungs anyway. And if it's being cured through that, then put it in the water. So, and we go from there. Phil Brown says, have a good night, bro. Watching Final Fantasy VII tomorrow. Be safe. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do an FF show this Friday. I'm definitely going to do an FF show this Friday. I'm going to do an unboxing of it. As far as the actual gameplay itself, it's either going to be Friday or Sunday. So between those 2 days, I'm definitely going to do a show Friday or Sunday exclusively on Final Fantasy VII Remake. So you guys definitely don't want to miss it. And again, thank you so much to Dr. Phil, the Dr. Phil I know from Peace Coffee. Man, hopefully, man, I would love to see Peace Coffee open back up again real soon. Officer D still holding them all down at North of Sheffield Commons. So again, to you and your family, Phil Brown, thank you so much, man. Stay blessed. Hope you and your family safe. And, this too shall overcome. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Again, to all my viewers, thank you for so much for being a part of What's on Your Mind. That's why I'm looking into the camera right now. That's why I don't have a party open right now, because I can't really get my words across the way I want to. So for now, I'm not going to do no open party chats unless it's gameplay. So, I just want to keep everybody informed. I guess what I'm trying to say as far as on what's on my mind concerned, as far as COVID-19, as far as everything else concerned, we as the people, we really got to so much as far as be mindful, be blessed, be focused. We gotta keep saying in our hearts there's gonna always be hope. So to the officials that's watching this show, to the governments, to the president, even though I'm not a big fan of his ass right now, you guys need to get on the damn ball. Because only thing I've been hearing on the news, so I'm just telling you straight up, only thing I'm hearing on the news, COVID-19 this, COVID-19 that. We know what it is. Ain't nobody stupid. We know what it is. There's only one thing I want to hear. Not just for myself, not just for the viewers at home, not just to the world. Only thing I want to hear is one thing. The cure. The cure. I'm glad that testing is out. So people who may or may not know or aren't sure of it, I'm glad that's out. Because I'm saying that can happen to anybody. Hell, it can happen to me. So I am very deeply glad that that's out. As far as testing wise, as far as testing facilities are concerned, I'm glad that's out. So again, it can happen to anybody. It can even happen to me. Knock on wood, pray to God I don't want that to happen. But if it does, it is what it is. The only thing that I want to hear that should be heard right now is a cure. I don't want to hear no deadline dates. This deadline. Thank you so much, Drew Sinclair. Thank you so much. I don't want to hear no deadline dates talking about. This gonna end in April 30th and all that. Don't put a deadline on an epidemic if you don't know for sure if you have the cure to back it up. Deadline dates don't mean shit to me, okay? And I'm just being, if I get a little out of hand, read my warning label. Warning must be 21 years or older, contains strong language, parental discretion is advised, and it's rated MA for mature audiences. Which means, if you have younger viewers, get them out the room. If they're in the room, cover their ears or whatever, but just get the little younger viewers out the room. My thing is, don't put the world in, how shall I put it? Don't give the world a date with a deadline, knowing for the fact you don't have the essential information that is concrete to the point where everything is safe and calm to the world that we're on the brink of something that could save us. Don't put the world in a date of deadline. That's wrong. That's wrong. Unless you have proof to bag it up, then cool. But other than that, ain't nobody trying to hear that. All right? The only thing I want to see on the news, the only thing I want to see on the internet, the only thing I want to see as far as in between commercial breaks, the only thing I want to see that what they're going to do as far as this pandemic is concerned is the cure. But until then, all this crazy unnecessary martial law shit, I can understand that because of safety reasons. But at the same time, you're giving it to the point where mankind can't even exist in its own element. Okay. To me, personally, I think there should be a way as far as being both. Sure, play by the rules. Wear the mask. Respect that. Be 6 feet across. I respect that. Don't be in social gatherings. I respect that too. Certain stores need to be shut down. All that I respect. That's cool. Now, as far as for the people of this world, they're doing that. And I don't want to take this out of CM Punk's book. And again, shout out to the best in the world, CM Punk, man. And, love you, man. I can't be the voice of the voiceless for those who may or may not have this issue. I can't, because it can happen to me. But I can be the voice of the voiceless as far as don't keep throwing it in our face, coming up with these unprecedented deadlines, and you don't have the cure to save humanity. That I can say. I don't have it either, but if I did, it should have been done by now. Because if it don't get done now, from the way I see it, come the summer, once it gets real hot, and thousands of people definitely going to be one gathering then. I mean, how you going to stop it? How can anybody stop it? So please, to the world, you guys are playing this safe. We are all playing this safe. And I just want to say on behalf of D.C.N Networks and Power Players, I believe in safety too. So definitely please go by these guidelines because we all a part of this team together. But as far as to the officials, as far as to the governments, as far as to the management, as far as to the mayors and both Republican and Democratic parties, as far as to the world leaders, let's put it like that, as far as to the world leaders is concerned, my advice to as far as to you guys, I've already spoken on the world as far as how I felt, as far as to the world leaders is concerned, and with all due respect, you know, um, you know, and I don't want to say this harsh, but with all due respect, no pun intended. And if you got younger viewers, get them out the room. Y'all ass need to get on the ball. The only thing I want to hear from the officials, the world leaders, we need the cure. We need the cure. You know, stay home, save lives. That was smart on Lori Lightfoot on her part. And again, shout out goes out to Lori Lightfoot. Personally, I think you're doing an excellent job. But at the same time, you know, something need to be done. You say you ate too much, the Terraris, your cure. Shout out goes out to Beetlejuice. Whatever, man. Because if I don't say this now, for all I know, this could be my last broadcast, and for all I care, which I pray to God, I hope it's not. But I do know one thing. It's time for the world to be healed. It's time for the world for answers. And they really need to get on the damn ball. It's going to get warm soon. I'm sure everybody want to go out and picnic and party and barbecue and do all that other cool shit. I know because I want to be one of them. But right now, the world don't need to go back to living as a caveman in a modern time. That ain't cool. It's time for cures. Whatever you guys have to do to make the cure, make the cure. I like it. I like this. Thank you so much. It's about cure. It's time for the world to heal, not hinder. It's time for the world to stand up together as far as a unity. You know, as they say, united to stand, divided we fall. Right now we're falling. But we're falling in the cracks where we can't even crawl back out of. And right now I'm speaking positive as far as, hey, this is something that needs to be done. It's 2020, and 2020 is going off on the wrong curve. It's all fucked up. In fact, personally, you know, it's messed up. Just a few months ago, we just lost Kobe Bryant. God rest his soul, and his daughter. God rest his soul. It jumped from that to one of the biggest pandemics in history. You know, and then I'm getting sick and tired of the media saying, well, we coming up with this, we coming up with this, we coming up with. No, I don't want to hear that shit. With all due respect, you got younger viewers, get them out the room. I don't want to hear that shit. The only thing that the officials, the leaders around the world, the only thing I want to hear from their ass is one thing: the cure. The cure, whether people can afford it or doesn't afford it, it doesn't matter. Okay, the only thing that matters is we living in a world where everybody can breathe again. That's the only thing I give a damn about. Because I have to step out my house every day and pray to God that I hope I live to see it. And right now, truthfully, tell you the truth, the best doctor I got in the world right now is God. Because not only is he protecting my health, he's protecting the most important thing of all, that COVID-19 is not going to attack, and that's my soul. And I'm just getting straight up, being truthful about it. But as far as everything else, as far as the reality of it, as far as the presentation of it is concerned, it is time for the leaders of the world to really get on, and excuse my French, please, and I apologize in advance. It's time for the leaders to get on the fucking ball. How you gonna lead something if it ain't nothing there to lead? It's time to get on the ball. It's seriously really time to get on the ball. Okay, been with my fiance for over 27 years. I have to watch her through FaceTime. And again, shout out goes out to Demetri Ann Johnson, future Mrs. Critton. It's nuts, man. It's really nuts. In fact, I'll put a picture up right now. That is a picture of me and my fiance. Almost close to 30 years. And I love her more than anything in the world. And again, shout out goes out to Vicky Richmond. Beetlejuice said they already found more than one cure. Right. They found more than one cure. That's one cure. Okay. It's good you found one cure. There are over, and this is just my own personal estimate, there are over 300 trillion people on this planet, and a baby born every 5 seconds. This is worldwide. So my guess is you're going to need more than one cure. You're going to need maybe 10 different cures, 20 different cures, 30 different cures. Not everybody was made the same. You probably got some people out there with bronchitis. Me, I have type 2 diabetes. You got people that, that might have certain, certain blood disorders, heart disease or whatever. So don't look at that as far as one cure. You got one cure. Okay, that's cool if they did find one cure. But again, we got over 300 trillion people on this planet, and a baby born every 5 seconds. 5 seconds. So we got to worry about what happens to them. West Dog said, what do you think about the new PlayStation controller, PlayStation 5 controller? I saw it on Facebook. It looks amazing. It looks amazing. It definitely does. And speaking of which, like I said in my previous videos, Final Fantasy VII Remake will be the last video game I'm going to buy. As far as PlayStation 5, I do want to get that, but I promised the love of my life that I won't be getting that until after I settle down. And right now, and what's so funny about this, my last year's show, me and her said we was going to get married in 2020. Now, thanks to this shit, we can't do that. But at the same time, it gave me an epiphany. It gave me a wake-up call saying, okay, this gives me a chance to not only turn my life around, but at the same time, come up with the answer to, once all this is over with, then me and her can do what we really can do. But that's another story for another time. This, again, this too shall pass on my What's on Your Mind. So, and again, shout out to Kirsten Sullivan of D.C.N. Network. Shout out goes out to you. Even though this is not my shout outs Saturday show, but I'll say it early in advance. Shout out goes out to her. To the president of D.C.N Networks, Sean Harris and his family, shout out goes out to you. To my other best friend, Dion Eggleston, shout out goes out to you. And again, we kicked it live on your birthday last week, so you definitely want to check out the Facebook little, live party that I did. And immediately following, this will be on Facebook as well. It's time for answers. It's time for not putting the world on backpedaling. Because I'm getting sick of looking at the news. And keep in mind, I love watching the news. But I'm getting sick of watching the news. And they put this pandemic and they give it a deadline. Oh, it's going to be gone by April 30th. Nobody don't know that for sure. Hell, I don't even know that for sure. Nobody doesn't know that. And then when you look at China, okay, all that's cleared up. I think they have maybe like one casualty. That's it. Everything else is cleared up. So my question is, whatever they did over in China, you start at the source. Somebody need to take their ass over there and find out how they did it so we can convert it over here so it can be done over here. One casualty in China ain't as bad as over 1,000, if not 10,000 deaths per day. This is crazy. I mean, you got younger viewers, get them out the room. This shit is faster than a speeding bullet. It's been like, maybe 3 or 4 weeks. And I stay on the west side of Chicago. I have not, and I'm not joking, and I'm being real serious about what I'm about to say. Dude, I have not heard a gunshot like in 3 or 4 weeks. That's scary. So if I have to choose between this pandemic or the gunshot, I'd rather hear the gunshot. This here, you can't see it. You can't see it. It's not like we got special goggles where we can really see this shit coming in and out of the air. Again, it's like the wind. It's like the wind. You can't see it, but you're damn sure gonna feel it. Beetlejuice said NYC only got it bad because they got the holiday capital. It's not just, and again, shout out goes out to Beetlejuice. It's not just New York City, dude, it's around the world. Right now, China is cured. How they did it, I don't know. Somebody need to send somebody over there and get some results. Beetlejuice said the flu loves Europe, though. Dude, this shit, I'm no scientist. This shit is bigger than the flu. This shit is bigger since the bubonic plague. And that happened like over 10, if not 20 centuries ago. And it took them damn near, again, a little over 10 centuries just to cure that. Just to cure that. Hell, back in the days, back in the mid-80s, 90s, it was the AIDS. Now, don't get me wrong. AIDS killed people, but not as a geometric as far as this shit. Okay? We all walking around here like a Lone Ranger with masks on and shit. We don't know if we're safe or we're going to get stick up. Straight up. I'm not trying to joke on it, but at the same time, I do make some kind of fair but not prime statement on it. Something's got to be done. Something's got to be done. Because I don't want to hear these officials no more. How you going to rule something if everybody's gone? What really blew my mind, I saw it on the news the other day, it was a tiger that caught the shit. Mine was blown. My mind blown. So, again, if this affected all life forms, whether if it's human, animal, vegetable, mineral, doesn't matter. If this affected the world, both living and non-living, what else is left? What else is left? So to the world leaders, get on the goddamn ball. Find out how they did it over there in China. Get on the damn ball. Get on the ball. Because I don't know about you. Hey, I'm 54 years old. And they need to get on the ball. China must have good water. Bullshit. It ain't about the water, Beetlejuice. It ain't about the water. Now, if you want to go water-wise, not trying to change the subject, you know who has the best water in the world? You really want to know who has the best water in the world? Australia has the most cleanest, purest water in the world. In the world. Which I can bring that on another subject of another time. They have the most cleanest, purest water in the world. And I don't think it's China. You know. And that's funny because now people buying more bottled water than ever. It's crazy. People buying more bottled water. The toilet paper business is booming. It's booming. You know, motherfuckers buying toilet paper by the skid. So if you go on to Sam's Club, they buying that, and if you're a Sam member, they buying that shit by the skid. They're buying water, bottled water by the skid. They ain't buying no 2 or 3 fucking cakes. They buying it by the skid. You know, we is being faced, and then you call it, and then the president calls it a war. How you gonna fight something you can't see? And again, this little brief shout out goes out to his orange ass. How you gonna fight something you can't see? You wanna end the war on this shit? Find out how they did it over there. And then bring it back here. Because, you know, not trying to go Age of Ultron, and again, shout out goes out to the cast of Marvel's Avengers Endgames, and Age of Ultron had to be one of my favorites. Like Ultron said, the only thing gonna be left in this world would be metal. I have 47 rolls of toilet paper. That's the point I'm trying to make, 47. People buying it by the skid, man. A skid. I have 4. Whether if you got 4 or 4, hey, I got toilet paper in my crib. But the point is, it's an invasion. You're fighting an invisible enemy, and right now, it needs to be stopped. Lasted a month so far. Look, all I'm saying is, to the president, to the federal officials, to the governments, to the leaders around the world, that includes the UK or whatever, to all the big wigs around the world. Whether if you're Democrat, Republican, and I hate talking about politics on my show. And again, shout out goes out to Lady Diana. How are you? I'm doing fine, beautiful. I am doing fine. And I'm glad you're on my show. And right now, this is my What's on Your Mind show, sponsored by D.C.N Networks and Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. Good seeing you. It's always good seeing you too, Lady Diana. When I get the chance, I'm going to check out your show as well too. I mean, you do some outstanding gameplay, and keep in mind, I want you to come back on my show this weekend so I could do the exclusive on Final Fantasy VII Remake. So please, you don't want to miss that. And like always, I'm glad I caught you. I'm glad you caught me too. So yeah, I hope you and your family, excuse me, I hope you and your family is fine. I hope they're in good spirits. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And like always, let all your friends know about me. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit the subscribe, leave your notification on so you will not miss DTV at its best. So I'm talking about everything right now, from COVID-19 and what they need to do to resolve it, to the leaders of the world as far as gameplay. So I'm doing everything in random within the next couple more minutes, because I gotta watch NXT, because I gotta watch my wrestling. This is how I'm fighting the coronavirus. Staying my ass in the house, eating me a little something to eat, and then after tomorrow, some of the liquor stores in Chicago close down at 9 o'clock, so you got to get your liquor early. So I don't know if that's like that around the world, but I know here they're doing it. So it's taking a huge effect on everybody's lives, and I'm trying to tell everybody, and I'm trying to tell the world right now, to the leaders, to the world leaders, to the officials, to the governments, to the FBI, to everybody, man, I'm getting sick. I'm tired of what this can do. We know what it can do. It's a silent killer. It's not a war. It's a silent killer. So however they did it over there in Japan, they need to find a way to emulate that and bring it here to the world, because if not, for all I know, this could be my last broadcast. Okay, it's cool to play it safe, but at the same time, nobody don't want to live in their own bubble for the rest of their life. And then I'm getting sick and tired of the media. And even though I love watching news, I'm getting sick and tired of the media saying, well, we're going to have something between April 30th. That's less than 2 more weeks. Or we're going to have something, and then we're going to extend it. I don't want to hear that shit. The only thing I want to hear is one word: the cure. That's it. Everything else doesn't matter. Thank God I have video games. I will probably lose my fucking mind right now. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just telling it like it is. Drew Sinclair said, in the UK, old electrical stores are closed. Dude, the whole world is on. Are you kidding me? The whole world is on shutdown, man. Not just UK, the world. The world. Right now, this pandemic has put the world in a damn headlock and cannot reverse it. It's time now for the cure. So to all these billionaires, and they know they're hearing this, it's not bad here. Dude, maybe it's not bad there, at least not yet. Trust me. We got free roam. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Again, we don't have special glasses where we can see if this shit coming in or out. What blew my mind last week, when I was watching WrestleMania last week, and after WrestleMania, which we'll talk about that another time, I caught the last maybe 20, 30 minutes of the 10th Commandments. And my mind was like, this is a message. This is a message. Keep in mind, death comes in all shapes and sizes. So this is probably one of them. Beetlejuice said, we only got 5 saying we got thousands with the bug. Dude, you only got 5,000 with the bug. 5,000. Dude, you got 5,000 people dying every day. 5,000? Okay, 5,000 is big. What about 1 million? What about 1 billion? What about 1 trillion people? That's something to think about. I'm watching the console out from the front right now, trimming the trees, nice and sunny. Okay, that's cool. You know, we got to keep the trees healthy. You talk about 5,000. What about 5 million? 5 billion? What about 5 trillion? And counting. And the thing about it, they're being dead every day. Every damn day. Something must be resolved. So if they're watching this, cool. They can put their comments in, cool. They can go on my Facebook and put comments in, cool. You know, all I'm saying is, you know, I believe truth, justice in America way, all that shit's cool. But how can we have truth, justice in America way if we ain't got a world to be in it long enough to see it? Because of this, it's time, again, and this is the last time I'm saying this, it's time to the officials around the world to get off their ass seriously and don't speak about it, be about it. Make this shit happen. Don't talk about the cure. Let's see the cure. Let's see it. And this should go to everybody. Let's see the damn cure. Don't speak about it. Let's see it. And not so much let's see it. Let's see results. Because right now we are living like cavemans. And the only difference is, back then, the cavemans didn't have a cure. They just get a club, knock themselves over their head, or let the dinosaur eat their ass up. We got some of the best technology on the planet. And I'm pretty sure in the world we probably may have maybe not 10, if not probably the 20 of the smartest people in the world, which right now I can't even think of many, but I'm sure we do. If you guys can burn money on unnecessary shit like flying cars and all that other shit, then throw that shit out the window. As far as I'm concerned, the PlayStation 5, y'all can throw that out the window right now. Right now, it's all about human life as we know it. Or should I say, all life as we know it. You know, came up with a phrase back, Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter. No. It ain't so much about that no more. It's about all lives that matter. And when I mean by all lives matter, I mean it's time that these leaders, with all the billions they have, with all the money they have, with all the shit they have, I don't want to hear this shit no more. The only thing I want to hear is the cure. You saying it's one cure? Okay, it's one cure. That one cure ain't enough. You don't need more than one cure. It's time for results. I don't want to hear this shit no more talking about well, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this. It's all about results. It's not their money, it's everyone's. Yeah, we supposed to be getting this stimulus shit coming in. Thank God for that. But you know how fast that's going? What 1,200? You know how fast that can go? Man, I've seen people spend 1,200 in under 5 minutes. You know how fast 1,200 can go? Okay, that's your little way of saying, yeah, that's cool for people that's, going through these hard times right now. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So, in other words, you're easing the pain. That's cool. He said, Bass Brown said, what you on about? Well, right now, I'm about to end my show in a couple of minutes, and shout out goes out to Bass Brown right now. This is my What's on Your Mind show, and then shout out goes out to Bass Brown. I'm talking about COVID-19. I'm talking about gaming. I'm talking about a little bit of politics. I'm talking about a little everything what's on my mind right now. So if you like the show, sub to the show, hit the like, hit the comment, hit the subscribe, leave the notification on, because in a couple of minutes I'm about to watch me some NXT wrestling. And then Beatles, you talking about the cold flu. Man, get the fuck out of here. This shit is bigger than the cold flu. You can go to the hospital, get a needle in your ass, get rid of the cold flu. You can do the shit at home, get rid of the cold flu. This is some huge stuff. You can go to the doctor, get a needle in your ass, bam, cold flu's gone. Cameron knows suicide is on my mind. Shout out goes out to Cameron knows. And I'm going to tell you something right now, Cameron. It ain't worth it, baby. It ain't worth it. So to Cameron Knowles that's watching the Spidey show right now, I don't know you. I only met you like 3 seconds ago. Here's my advice. Don't kill yourself, baby. God ain't finished with your ass yet. He's just getting started. Don't do that. And I know to some people it's leading to suicide. Let's find another way around that. CJT say, Malteser, shout out goes out to you, said, I need prayer. And I'm telling this right now to the people that's watching my show right now that got suicidal thoughts as far as this COVID-19 shit or whatever that's going around the world right now. All I know is I don't have all the answers. Again, shout out goes out to CJT. And I'm about to tell you right now, my advice, no matter what happens, cure or no cure, God is still in control. Straight up, real truth. It ain't bigger than him. Sorry, it's not. It's not. It's not. And Cameron Knowles says, I killed my dog. Sorry for that. Prayer, my family, survive through. You got God, that's all you need. That's all you need. I got the greatest doctor in the world. And he's watching me 24/7. I got the greatest doctor in the world. His name is Jesus Christ. And the good thing about it, I don't need no insurance. All I got is my faith, and that's the only insurance I need, and believe in him. That's it. So please leave all this in the comments. And I'm about to get ready to get into some NXT wrestling. And again, to the new viewers that stopped in on the show, hit the subscribe. Once you do that, I will personally give everybody a shout out Saturday coming up this weekend. So please leave in the comments. What do you think of COVID-19? What are you doing to protect yourself? What are you doing to keep yourself safe at all times? Because this is important. And my last final message to the world leaders, and if you got younger viewers, get them out the room. Get on the fucking ball. Seriously. Beeps and Bloop says, I owe the mafia loans. Pray for me. I mean, you're dealing with the mafia, man, so you're going to need more than prayer. Seriously, you're going to need more than prayer, man. Straight up. Beeps and Boop said, should I get a strap? Lord said, let there be peace. Yeah, strap is optional. Strap is optional. You done with the mafia, right? You're going to need more than prayer, dude. So I would say strap is optional. And I'm about to get rid of my little robot buddy because it's time for me to run my show. Okay. And I'm about to end my show in 3, 2, 1. He said, please, I need God. Ryan, call him. Beetlejuice says, I got more connections than Lego. I'm pretty sure you do. Brass Brown said, wow. Brass Brown said, no. When you hear this music, that means the Spotty 09 show of What's on Your Mind has come to a closure and a final destination. Dude, as bad as Bass Brown, as bad as I want to stay, I got other things I got to take care of. I'm about to go watch some wrestling, and immediately following, I got to check on my fiance in Gary, Indiana, make sure that she's okay. But I tell you what, if you guys sub to the show, I will be more than glad to check you guys out and bring these topics up again real soon. And again, this is it. This is my What's on Your Mind show. Nah, dude, hold on. I'm not gonna beat my girl up. What, are you crazy? No, in fact, hold on. Dude, I'll show you one more time for those who don't know. That's my fiance. That's my fiance. For the world want to know, that is my fiance. Okay. Don't beat girlfriend. Oh no, dude. No, man. Been my fiance almost close to 30 years. Oh no, I'll never do that. I'll never do that. But I do got to start getting out of here. I got to watch some NXT. This is how I'm beating the coronavirus. I'm staying my ass in the house. It's raining here in Chicago. I'm about to watch some NXT. Too bad I'm broke. Otherwise, I'll leave right now to get some beer or whatever and just sit out and chill. So please, leave in your comments on tonight's show. And then immediately following this show will be posted on Facebook. And leave your comments there. This is Darnell Crittenden from the What's on Your Mind show. I'll talk to everybody later. And please sub, leave in comments. Public service announcement. Hey, stay at home. Go out only when necessary. And that's how we do that. I'll talk to everybody later and later.